In this tribute video, we honor the American legends who have passed away today and in recent days. Welcome back to Movie Newscast. These remarkable individuals made lasting contributions to their fields, and we sadly say goodbye to them. Our heartfelt condolences go out to their families and fans. As we remember their legacies, we invite you to show your support by giving this video a thumbs up if their lives or work have touched you in any way. Your gesture is a sign of respect and remembrance. Betty A. Bridges, star of Good Times, ER, and Two Broke Girls, dies at 83. The actress and mother of Todd Bridges, best known for starring in ER, Two Broke Girls, and Good Times, reportedly died at Todd's home Tuesday, August 27. Betty A. Bridges, an actress best known for starring in ER, Two Broke Girls, and Good Times, has died. She was 83 years old. According to Deadline, Betty died at the home of her son, Diff'rent Strokes star Todd Bridges, in Phoenix on Tuesday, August 27. Rep. Elizabeth Much confirmed her death to People. Betty had reportedly been in hospice care at Todd's home when she died, per Deadline. Honoring his mother after her death, Todd, 59, shared a tribute on Instagram. 1941. 2024 Betty Bridges. The caption of one post read on top of a photo of the actress flashing a beaming smile. Lenny Kravitz was among the fellow celebrities who left supportive comments on Todd's post with, "Rest in power, Queen," said Yvette Nickel-Brown. "Oh Todd, I'm so sorry for your loss." Todd, who is best known for playing the role of Willis Jackson on Diff'rent Strokes, then shared another post that featured a video montage of photos of his mother. Played alongside the song, "I Love You Always Forever," acoustic, by Everly Fair, Betty smiled with loved ones in throwback and more recent photos. "So sorry, Todd. I'll always love and miss Ms. Bridges," one person commented. "She was so proud of you. She reconnected with me at Facebook a few years ago to let me know you were doing great. She would occasionally check in with me, wishing you all the best. I'll always be proud of you. Love you, brother." Another also added, "I love that lady. So sorry you're having to go through this, Todd." She eventually began running her classes at her home in Los Angeles and even gave free lessons to children in the neighborhood. Nia Long, Sana Lathan, and sisters Regina and Raina King were among her students, the outlet reports. In addition to son Todd and his wife Betty-Jo Bridges, Betty is survived by her sons Jimmy Bridges and Zorandra Hubbard, daughter Verta Bridges Pripich, and 12 grandchildren, per Deadline. NHL star Johnny Gaudreau, 31, and his brother tragically died. Brother Matthew Gaudreau were tragically killed after the two were struck down by a passing car in Oldmans Township at approximately 8:30 p.m. on Thursday evening, August 29. According to authorities, the brothers were riding bikes on a rural road in New Jersey called Stumpy Lane when the accident occurred. Johnny's hockey team, the Columbus Blue Jackets, posted a statement about his demise on X earlier today, August 30. The lengthy message notes how devastated and shocked the team is by the sad news. Boasting about how incredible of a player and person Johnny was, their statement divulged, Johnny was not only a great hockey player, but more significantly a loving husband, father, son, brother, and friend. They go on to highlight how joyful Johnny would be in every game he played, a joy that was felt by everybody else who got to see the late star play. Johnny always brought his A game and passion for the sport everywhere he went. His hockey career took him from Boston College to the Calgary Flames to Team USA to the Blue Jackets, where he served as the team's winger. The impact he had on our organization and our sport was profound, but pales in comparison to the indelible impression he made on everyone who knew him, mentioned the Columbus Blue Jackets in their statement. The grieving team went on to reiterate how much the superstar athlete is missed by them and their community, and ended their message by asking the public to pray for the Gaudreau family, who are dealing with an unimaginable loss. The Columbus Blue Jackets also asked that the bereaved family's privacy be respected. In the same way that Johnny's hockey team shared a statement about his passing, the commissioner of the NHL, Gary Bettman, shared some words about the tragedy as well. He penned a lengthy message on the official public relations website page of the NHL that spotlighted the incredible legacy Johnny has left behind as one of the league's brightest young stars during his impressive 11 seasons in the NHL. We send our most heartfelt condolences to his wife Meredith, their children Noah and Johnny, his parents Guy and Jane, and sisters Kristen and Katie, wrote Gary at the end of his statement. However, on the same day Elaine tweeted her message, another ex-user named Steve Franklin shared an update of his own. In Steve's update, he said that his brother, who is a police officer in Salem County, New Jersey, confirmed to him that it was the late NHL star and his brother who died. After this tweet, Tim Peel, a retired NHL referee, took to X to say, "Reports are that Johnny Gaudreau and his brother Matthew were killed by a drunk driver tonight. Please pray that this is not true." A footballer has passed away after collapsing during Nacional's game against Sao Paulo on August 22, 2024. 27-year-old Nacional defender João Izquierdo collapsed on the pitch during a Copa Libertadores match due to an irregular heartbeat, and his condition worsened in the following days. João experienced a cardiac arrest after collapsing during Nacional's game against Sao Paulo late this month. At the time of his death, the Uruguayan athlete was under treatment at the Albert Einstein Hospital in Sao Paulo. Nacional had said João was in stable condition, but his health deteriorated afterwards. He was placed on a ventilator on August 25, 2024, and had been under neurological care since August 26, 2024. In the match he collapsed in, the defender was a halftime substitute for former Liverpool player Sebastian Coates. João collapsed in the 84th minute without any contact with another player. However, he received immediate medical attention on the field and was quickly taken to an intensive care unit, only to succumb a few days later. Surprisingly, before this incident, João had no known history of heart issues. A heartbroken and shocked Club Nacional announced the death of their beloved player on X on August 28, 2024. They also wrote, "We express our most sincere condolences to his family, friends, colleagues, and loved ones. All of Nacional is in mourning for his irreparable loss." As per media reports, João's wife, Selena, gave birth to the couple's second child just over 10 days ago. Their firstborn, a daughter, is only 2.5 years old. The footballer cherished his wife and always celebrated his goals thinking about her and their kids. He once gushed, "There were days when I would come home really sad, but luckily, I have a woman who is worth her weight in gold and who helped me see the positive side of things. Her support was crucial." Selena shared that she must now find strength for their children and carry on despite the overwhelming grief. She acknowledged that her husband fought until the end. The mom of two also noted that his absence will be deeply felt with every step she takes, and that she will miss him for the rest of her life. "You left so much life to live, so much path to walk, my Joãoma," added Selena. Cohen Craddock, 13, dies after injury during football practice. His father wants to protect others from similar fate. A West Virginia community is in mourning after Cohen Craddock, a 13-year-old middle school football player, died following a routine practice. Now, his father, Ryan Craddock, speaks out in hopes that this tragedy never repeats itself. Cohen Craddock, an 8th-grade student at Madison Middle School in Boone County, West Virginia, tragically lost his life on Saturday, August 24, 2024. The young boy was hurt during a football practice on Friday. The middle schooler was playing defense during practice when he was hit and knocked down. This resulted in a head injury that caused brain bleeding and swelling. Despite being rushed to the hospital, he succumbed to his injuries 24 hours later. The loss has left the town and others in shock. People from all over have shown support for the Craddock family and raised questions about safety in youth sports. Joseph Smith, executive director of the Boone County Ambulance Authority, verified that emergency medical personnel were dispatched to the school to attend to the trauma. Boone County Superintendent Matthew Riggs conveyed the community's profound sorrow in a statement. He said that all the schools in their county were mourning the promising young athlete who was loved by everyone. The Boone County DuVie Sheriff's Office posted their condolences as well on Facebook. Shan Elkins, the principal of Madison Middle School, fondly remembered Cohen as a wonderful, polite, and smart young man who was an integral part of our school family. What's more, there's been an outpouring of supportive messages from other schools in the area, like Roane County High School. They asked their Facebook followers to wear red on Monday, August 26, in Cohen's honor. We know as a family what that feels like and what the support from people across the state, country, and from around the world did for us, the school posted. Furthermore, Rachel Marie Hale, who taught Cohen in kindergarten and second grade, wrote, "He has always been so special to my family. My heart is broken for our community, Arnellen, and their friends, and especially Cohen's family. We love you big guy. I'm going to miss those big squeezes, sick." Anna Marie Hudson, another former teacher, remembered Cohen's impact on her family. "He's very special to my family. I had him in preschool, my daughter had him in kindergarten and second grade, and my husband had him in fifth grade," she shared. Former Saturday Night Live head writer Bob Tisler dead at 78. The comedy world is mourning one of its own. Former head writer of Saturday Night Live, Bob Tisler has died at age 78. Tisler's son Zeke confirmed his father's death to the New York Times on Monday. He told the outlet that the sketch comedy show writer died on July 13 at his home in Bodega Bay, California, following a battle with pancreatic cancer. Tisler was largely credited with his work to help revive the late-night series after its 1980 to 1981 season. Saturday Night Live creator Lorne Michaels handed the show over to Jen Dumanian for Season 6, which caused the show to suffer until Dick Ebersol replaced her and brought in Tisler, who served as a supervising producer. Tisler was promoted to head writer a year later, a position he held until he departed in 1985. Ebersol touched on working with Tisler in his 2022 autobiography, From Saturday Night to Sunday Night: My 40 Years of Laughter, Tears, and Touchdowns in TV. The 77-year-old wrote that Tisler wanted the show to succeed, noting, "But more than that, he was exactly the leader the writer's room needed, steady, calm, and respected." The comedic writer worked closely with cast member Eddie Murphy to help revive the NBC show and wrote for other stars, such as Billy Crystal, Christopher Guest, and Martin Short. In the 1970s, Guest recommended Tisler to National Lampoon after the pair worked on a radio ad together. From there, he produced the National Lampoon Radio Hour in 1973. Tisler also produced multiple albums, including Radio Dinner in 1972, Gold Turkey in 1975, and That's Not Funny, That's Sick in 1977. He also worked on various albums for his friend John Belushi, one of the original SNL cast members, and a National Lampoon alum. Tisler produced 4 albums for Belushi's musical comedy duo, The Blues Brothers, with Dan Aykroyd. The music was later featured on Saturday Night Live. Roger Cook, This Old House star, dies at 70. The landscaping expert appeared on PBS's home renovation program for nearly 40 years. Roger Cook, an expert landscaper who starred on This Old House for almost 40 years, died on Wednesday, August 21 at 70. This Old House executive producer, Chris Wolfe, confirmed Cook's death to People. "I remember every lesson from Roger," Wolfe said of Cook, whose advice helped him with his own garden. More importantly, there are millions of people whose lives have been enriched by everything Roger taught them. The home improvement show host and passionate landscaper joined the PBS program in 1982. He became a full-time landscape contractor on the series in 1988 and was a fixture on Ask This Old House when it premiered in 2002. There comes a time on every job where we stop talking and we start working. You ready? He would say to kick off a project on the show. Cook stayed on this old house until 2020 due to health issues. Throughout his tenure on this old house, Cook employed phrases to help homeowners improve their homes and was extremely knowledgeable about plants. He would say, "Plant it high, it won't die. Plant it low, it won't grow," when it came to planting a tree. Or, "A walk is only as good as the base," for anyone who was considering installing a brick pathway on their property. Cook was born in 1954 and grew up in Burlington, Mass. He was always passionate about the outdoors. Cook and his wife Kathleen founded K&R Tree and Landscaping Company in 1982, growing it from a small operation in a trailer attached to a Jeep into a full-fledged company still in business today. You could ask Roger any question about any plant: which ones would survive shade, how to treat diseases, which perennials or annuals to choose, the best woody plants or deciduous trees for a certain backyard, even the Latin names for everything, and he knew it. Cook's longtime friend and co-owner of K&R Landscaping, Fred Pendleton, said. Along with being a mainstay on this old house, Cook was a member of the Massachusetts Arborist Association. He served on the board of directors for New England Grows and the Association of Landscape Contractors of Massachusetts. His obituary from Edward V. Sullivan Funeral Home reads, "As an expression of sympathy, in lieu of flowers, please plant a tree in your local community to honor Roger's lifelong environmental efforts." Maurice Williams, singer and songwriter behind doo-wop hit Stay, dies at 86. Maurice Williams and the Zodiacs hit was covered by many artists and featured in Dirty Dancing. Maurice Williams, the singer and songwriter best known for his seminal 1960 doo-wop hit Stay, died on August 6. He was 86. Williams' death was announced by the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame, into which he was inducted in 2010, and former Zodiacs band member Ron Henderson told the New York Times the musician died in a hospital. Williams' signature hit, clocking in at just 1 minute and 32 seconds long, was the shortest one song to top the Billboard charts and has been covered numerous times by artists like the Hollies, the Four Seasons, Jackson Browne, and Cyndi Lauper. The track is also known for its appearance in the 1987 hit movie Dirty Dancing. In 2015, Williams told the Charlotte Observer that the song was inspired by a girl he was dating when he was a teenager growing up in Lancaster, SC. "This young lady I was going with, dating, she was over to my house this particular night, and her brother was supposed to pick her up at 10 o'clock that evening," he recalled. "So he came and I said, 'Well, you could stay a little longer,' and she said, 'No, I gotta go.' I said, 'Your daddy don't mind, your mama don't mind.' And she said, 'No, I gotta go.' So they left, and the next morning I got up and wrote the song Stay." Williams said he called the late Henry Gaston down to sing the song's falsetto parts, and the song was ultimately a chart-topping hit. Just to be on the charts, it didn't have to make no one. But when they hit the top 10, oh man, I said, "Wow, that's it," Williams said. And then it went on up to no. 1. I said, "Ok, that's cool. We were superstars." The star first began singing at age 6 at his local church and formed his first group, the Royal Charms, when he was in high school. Though the group found local success, Williams headed to Nashville in search of a record deal and managed to woo executives with the song Little Darlin', which he first recorded in 1957 with the Gladiolas. 2 years later, the group rebranded as Maurice Williams and the Zodiacs, and they went on to have additional hits such as May I. Williams is survived by Emily, his wife of 63 years, with whom he lived in Charlotte, NC. Emily told City Metro that she and Williams met through a mutual friend when they were teenagers, and that at first, she wasn't that impressed with the music and stuff. "I guess he liked the way I carried myself and the way I thought," she told the outlet. "I wasn't running after him because he was a musician." The outlet reported that Williams worked for many years in ministry and still sang in the choir at a local church. "What am I going to miss about him?" "Oh, everything," Emily said. Maxie Solters, publicist, writer, actor, dies at 37. Maxie Solters, a publicist, writer, actor, and producer well known to the entertainment community, died unexpectedly on Thursday. No cause of death was announced. She was 37. Born in 1987 and raised in Sherman Oaks, California, Solters graduated from the University of Southern California with a BA in theater. Following graduation, she began a career in film and television casting, while also serving as a coordinator for 1 Billion Rising, a nonprofit seeking to help end violence against women and others subject to gender-based violence. She appeared in numerous productions and created, produced, and starred in her own comedy web series. In 2012, she became the third of her family's generation to enter public relations, following her father, Larry, and late grandfather, Lee. Her clients at the Scoop marketing firm included the Kia Forum, the Hollywood Bowl, Music Forward, and many others. Solters was also involved in V-Day International and women's rights. Her survivors include her father, Larry, and his partner, Carol Greenhut, her mother, Deborah Graff, her aunt, Susan Reynolds, her cousin, Jonna Reynolds, her longtime partner Dim Dobrin, and her dog Pookie, pictured above. A celebration of her life is being planned. In lieu of flowers, the family requests that donations be made in Maxie's name to 1 Billion Rising. According to its website, 1 Billion Rising is the biggest mass action to end violence against women, cisgender, transgender, and those who hold fluid identities that are subject to gender-based violence in human history. The campaign, which launched on Valentine's Day 2012, began as a call to action based on the staggering statistic that 1 in 3 women on the planet will be beaten or raped during her lifetime. With the world population at 7 billion, this adds up to more than 1 billion women and girls. Kurt Russell's first wife called gorgeous and really pretty, photos that amazed users. Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell have shared an unconventional relationship and blended family for many years. Before Goldie, Kurt was married to Season Hubley, whose private life has recently gained online admiration. Our readers have described Season as gorgeous and really pretty in response to a stunning photo. Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell are renowned for their unique and enduring relationship, a love story that has captivated hearts for years. Recently, however, it's Kurt's first wife, Season Hubley, who has been grabbing attention on social media. Kurt has certainly been fortunate to have beautiful women in his life. Goldie and Kurt first crossed paths while filming the 1968 movie musical, The One and Only Genuine Original Family Band. Their paths diverged for several years, but fate brought them together again in 1984 when they both worked on the film Swing Shift. Goldie and Kurt first crossed paths while filming the 1968 movie musical The One and Only Genuine Original Family Band. Their paths diverged for several years, but fate brought them together again in 1984 when they both worked on the film Swing Shift. Before meeting Kurt, Goldie had experienced her share of relationship challenges. Her first marriage was to dancer and director Gus Trichinus from 1969 to 1973. The 1970s were particularly stressful for Goldie. She went through a tumultuous divorce and filmed 3 demanding projects in 1 year. After her separation from Gus, they did not divorce immediately. She only filed so that she could get married to her second husband. Gus demanded $75,000 from Goldie, citing California's community property law, which caused further tension. Goldie felt hurt, especially since he had never financially supported her. In 1976, Goldie married musician and actor Bill Hudson. The same year, she gave birth to their son, Oliver Hudson. In 1979, they welcomed their daughter, Kate Hudson. However, their marriage also faced difficulties and ended in divorce in 1982. Oliver and Kate have been open about their strained relationship with their father. They admitted to feeling abandoned by Bill during their childhood. Recently, Kate mentioned she never had a relationship with him, but added that it's improving now. In 2015, Oliver expressed his feelings of abandonment in a harsh Father's Day message on Instagram. Alongside a throwback photo of the siblings and their father was a caption that read, "Happy Abandonment Day." This strained relationship affected the family deeply. Bill once said he didn't want to see his eldest children again, but he reconnected with Oliver 3 years later. Setting aside her bitterness from the failed relationships, Goldie focused on her career and raising her children. Luckily, she found love again and created a family with Kurt. When Goldie and Kurt began their relationship, they quickly formed a strong bond, blending their families. They created a nurturing environment for their children. What started as a professional collaboration on the film Swing Shift quickly turned into a personal connection. Goldie admired Kurt's down-to-earth nature and genuine personality, which stood out to her immediately. They began dating, and their chemistry was undeniable on and off the screen. Kurt's natural rapport with Goldie's kids from her second marriage deepened their relationship. She often speaks about how Kurt's kindness and patience with her children made her fall in love with him even more. She was attracted to his kind and caring nature, convinced he was the one. Over the years, they raised their son, Wyatt Russell, born in 1986, along with Oliver and Kate and Kurt's son, Boston. Her kids admire Kurt as a solid father figure and call him Pa. The lasting bond between Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. Goldie and Kurt have been together for over 4 decades. When they first met, Goldie was immediately drawn to his good looks and genuine nature. She admired that he wasn't a womanizer and was especially impressed by his love for children. Their relationship has stood the test of time without the formalities of marriage, which they believe has contributed to their lasting bond. 41 years since their relationship began, they remain happily unmarried. They enjoy spending time at home with their blended family, which includes Oliver, Kate, Boston, Wyatt, and several grandchildren. Oliver, Kate, and Wyatt have followed in their parents' footsteps in the entertainment industry. Boston once worked as a production assistant on the set of Executive Decision, a film that starred his father, but opted to stay away from the spotlight, making only occasional public appearances. On May 4, 2017, he joined Kurt, Goldie, and Kate on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Stars pay tribute to beloved rapper, dead at 50. Rap legends including Ice-T, Chuck D, and Joe Budden are paying tribute to a fellow hip-hop great, dead at 50 years old. Chino XL has died at the age of 50. The rapper and actor, born Derek Keith Barbosa, who made a mark with over 3 decades of work, passed away at his home on Sunday, July 28, according to a statement released by his family. A cause of death has not been revealed. He is survived by his mother, Carole, his longtime partner, Stephanie, his 4 children, China, Bella, Lyric, and Kiana, his stepson, Sean, and his 5 grandchildren, Emmy, Emery, Chris, Louis, and Diane. The family of Derek Keith Barbosa, professionally known as Chino XL, is devastated to relay the news of his passing. Chino died on the morning of Sunday, July 28, 2024 at home. The statement posted to Instagram began, "Our father had many titles," the family added. King of Punchlines, Puerto Rican superhero, but the most important title he had was Girl Dad. And what he gave us most in that role was his strength, straightforwardness, and ability to be super realistic. The main thing we are feeling now is that our dad is at peace, and so we are at peace. Chino's loved ones also revealed a memorial will be forthcoming, but asked fans to respect their privacy while they grieve. News of Chino's death shook the hip-hop community, with many prominent artists taking to social media to share their reactions. "This one really hurts," Ice-T wrote on Instagram, captioning a black and white photo of Chino. "Yesterday morning I got the awful news and did not want to believe it was true. I've lost so many homies, but this one got me effed up. People know he was an incredible MC, but Chino was a truly great man. This is a tragedy. My love and condolences go out to his family. Homie, you are loved by so many. Rest in peace, homie." Chuck D shared Ice-T Star's sentiment, posting on X, "This one's a tough one." Sharing a sketch of him and Chino, he called the rapper his brother in rhyme and art. "He encouraged my graphics forward. We exchanged art books. He looked out to protect my lyric books better. He supported my events," Chuck wrote, adding that he, in turn, supported Chino's music. "Damn, rip to the legend Chino XL," Joe Budden wrote on X. "Today, we honor the lives and legacies of those who have left us. With gratitude and respect, we remember the profound impact they made and cherish the memories they left behind. May they find eternal peace, and may their contributions continue to guide us. We remember Betty A. Bridges, NHL star Johnny Gaudreau, Juan Esguerdo, Cohen Craddock, Bob Tisler, Roger Cook, Maurice Williams, Maxie Solters, and Derek Keith Barbosa. May they rest in peace, and may God bring comfort to their families."